Welcome back to Nintendo Academy. I am Mike Perez, and Breath of the Wild 2 release date. I can probably pinpoint exactly when it's coming out. If we are just meeting, I am Mike Perez, and here at Nintendo Academy, we talk about everything Nintendo, so consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss another Nintendo Academy video. And as well, you're entering our 10K milestone giveaway, which we will be giving away a Nintendo Switch Monster Hunter Rise Edition. Alright, so pinpointing when exactly Breath of the Wild 2 will be released. I can tell you that I am 100% sure it will come in 2022. Why? Because it was announced that, yeah, in the last E3 they said 2022. But if you are new here at Nintendo Academy, well, let me tell you, we are press, not just a Nintendo channel. I have a press pass for Nintendo. I also have a press pass for E3. So Nintendo makes available to me things so that I can promote things on the channel, like trailers, videos, images, their information. For example, the little promotional script for certain games that I can use to promote here on the channel, and use the language and vocabulary they tell me to use so that I can give it to you. Now, having a press pass with Nintendo gives me a little bit of leeway to speculate and to almost pinpoint when exactly Breath of the Wild 2 or other games are going to come out. And this is because I have access to the lineup of games that are upcoming for Nintendo Switch or any other console that Nintendo releases. I can tell you that there is an order of games that are coming in 2022, and that what games are coming in what order. For example, there are games that were announced for a certain date but didn't have an actual date attached to them. But in the way that Nintendo listed them in the back end, in the press website, they listed one game above the other. So I'm going to give you a short glimpse of what it looks like in the back end for the press of Nintendo. So I'm not going to show you a lot of things because I don't want to lose my access to it. But I'm going to show you what lineups are coming for Nintendo Switch in the future and in the order that they are arriving. So you and me can come up with a date on when exactly Breath of the Wild is going to be released. Alright, so we are here in the back end. Of course, you can't get here without having a press pass from Nintendo. And any information here is information that Nintendo has already announced. So yeah, I'm not really, hopefully not breaking any laws and not doing anything inappropriate here. I just want to show you things that are here that Nintendo has already announced. And as you can see here, there is a list of games. There's a format that tells you what platform they're coming for. And there is release dates on this side right here, okay? So the listings we have here are of games that, for example, Metopia was just released. So was Superhero Girls, and Mario Golf Super Rush is about to be released according to the time this video was released, right? And then we have Skyward Sword. Now, one thing that I have noticed here, and I hope this is not, of course, getting me in trouble or anything, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys can see the release dates that Nintendo has already spoken about. I'm not really revealing anything bad here, but these games have all come out in the same order that they are listed here. No game has been here out before any other. As you see here, we have dates, and their dates are all going up towards the future, okay? So if we were to say Metopia is coming out on May 21st, 2021, then next month we got Superhero Girls, and then a couple of weeks later we have Mario Golf Super Rush. And this has been this way since I got my press pass about 2 years ago, and it has not failed. So when we see here The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, okay, we keep going up in date. We got Metroid Dread, which was announced, and it's coming on October 8th. By the way, if I click on there, if I click on here, I can see promotional material, all the flyers, trailers that I can use for my videos, but I'm not going to click on there. I just want to keep it on this page just so that I don't get in trouble. And then Mario Party Superstars on 10/29/2021. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. That's another game that's coming out in December 3rd. And let's go up, okay? You guys ready for this? So we got Project Triangle Strategy, working title, okay? So that game is coming out right after Advance Wars, and this is the guarantee because it's going up. They always place their games in the order that they are released. Even if they don't have a release date here, this game will be released right after this one, and there was a point where some of these games didn't have a release date either, but they were placed in the order that they were going to be released. Okay, so let's keep going up. And the next game here that's gonna be released after the Project Triangle Strategy sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to get in trouble. There might be a name in there that's related to the game that Nintendo doesn't want to announce, and I don't want to give that out just yet. And it just says sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The promotional material is inside that folder. It's inside there. I don't want to click on it just so I don't lose access to my press room. But yeah, that gives you an idea. Right here we have, this is December 2021. Okay, so if we have here, we have games coming out in June, July. We got September right here. We got October, 2 games coming out in October. We got December, a game coming out in December, and maybe this could be January or February, okay? And then we have this weekend. We can have this here around March, okay? Around March of 2022. And not only that, but there's another game here that you guys don't see here, but if I scroll up, Splatoon 3. It's immediately after Breath of the Wild 2. That means that probably Splatoon 3 is coming out right after, if this goes according to how release dates have been here. Like I said before, some of these games did not have a date either, but they were already placed in the order of which they were coming out. So I can guarantee you Breath of the Wild is coming out in 2022. These games were just added to this list, and that's why I'm making this video. I just saw it, I got super excited, and I wanted to bring it to you guys. These games were just added to this list. Breath of the Wild was just added here. The sequel to the Breath of the Wild. Not clicking on here. As you can see, I can click and see more information, but I'm not going to do that. And then Splatoon 3 is coming right after Breath of the Wild 2. So the sequel to the Breath of the Wild. And then we got Splatoon 3 coming out later in the year. Now, this could very well be December, January, February, and March, because you know, we know that the fiscal year ends in March, begins in March and ends in March. So this could very well be maybe 2 games in March. Maybe these 2 games will come up in March. I doubt it, because Breath of the Wild 2 is such a great game, such a big game, that by releasing Breath of the Wild 2 and Splatoon 3 on the same month, they would probably overshadow Splatoon 3. They don't want to hurt their sales. So yeah, that's what we have here. No date yet, but we have an order of release, which is crazy amazing, and can guarantee you Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out in 2022. Here we have the sequel to the Breath of the Wild, which was not added to the list before, I would say yesterday. They added this just yesterday. They updated this entire thing here. Is very cool. And yeah, there you have it, guys. So there you have it. You have proof that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming in 2022, and it can very well be in the month of January, February, or March. We know Splatoon 3 is the last game to come out hopefully in this fiscal year, ending in March, maybe later in the next fiscal year. So we know that Breath of the Wild is coming out before Splatoon 3 here. So let me know what you guys think of this find, and yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching. This is Mike Perez with Nintendo Academy.